got some gaming news. We have some new games that are announced, some trailers. Summer's Game Fest is this Friday. Yeah, somehow this all Drake's all right. So we have Summer Game Fest this Friday. If I have time, I might stream it. I got invited to be a co-streamer, but at the time sort of weird for me. So we'll see when that's happening. I may have some stuff I gotta take care of, so I might not be available for that. But one of the things that's being talked about today is the Unreal 5 tech demo featuring The Witcher 4. And oh my god, oh, this is like 14 minutes. The one I saw. I don't think we're gonna watch all 14 minutes, but we'll watch some of it.
Sleep is he? The ploughing plonker.
That's just showing every. Okay, they showing everything here. I think.
Where's Fear not Gyro? Oi! The devil's out! Just running from!
Ooh, dang. Them by doubloons. Mr. Krabs, boy, go insane, losing all that money. Is that a griffin? Ew. Oh no, one of those big bats. Yeesh.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the State of Unreal at Unreal Fest Orlando. We're here to show you what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more.
All
We are
right, so now I was not
thrilled
gonna
that
watch
you're
this
able to
part.
join us.
Ain't doing
Thank you.
talking.
But your awesome team at CD Projekt Red.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
And shout out to
So
the
in
PS5.
game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance.
Ain't nobody
of it.
gonna notice that, but I mean, it's cool. But it's a point of a tech demo.
So let's leave Siri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Oh, like whoa, I like my
And
computer.
In order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the
All right, this stuff is kind of boring, so we'll just continue on a little bit.
High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdres has to offer.
Not her again. Hey, not even at the Lion Exeter Fair. Now,
Oh, hey, look at that.
sent him
That bear is huge, bro.
where the furry rascal will often wait, and the bear's weight grants good fortune.
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you.
That boy's still in them
Sometimes
apples,
even
bro.
setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it? Ready to aim.
Silver, round ones, what jingle in the purse.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Witcheress. One news of my
Yeah, Witcheress.
No
Okay.
eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
And facial animations are crazy.
Manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men. Quite the opposite.
Manticore. No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton. Not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Rugged me ladies after one of them.
Course. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal Smart Objects, Chaos Cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Okay. All right. And they say we don't need to watch all this, but it's dope though. I like these tech demos. I always like these tech demos, especially when they're showing like games that are about to come out. Like I remember when, even though it's a highly controversial game, but like when they showed off Forspoken, initially I was like, yo, like that was fire. So, but it's dope though. Witcher 4 is gonna be Gonna be super dope. That's gonna be super dope when it comes out. All right. More news. Mind's Eye is actually on the way this month. Mind's Eye is on the way this month. We talked about it before. But we have some recent developments with the studio itself. The Mind's Eye developer executives left the studio a week before release. That's not a good sign, people. That is not a good sign. That is showing that they are not confident about this game. Because who does that? You should be sticking through at least until the game comes out, but you leaving a week before is a huge red flag. Now I really don't know about this game. I really don't know about this game now. So, so two executives from Build a Rocket Boy, the studio behind Mind's Eye, left the studio just 1 week before the game's launch. Information was shared by Riley Graber, the chief legal officer, via his LinkedIn profile. So dang. In addition to Riley, Paul Bland, the former CFO, also departed from the studio. He had been with Build a Rocket Boy for 2 years. As expected, news of the two executives leaving so close to the game's release has raised concerns amongst fans, as such departures are highly unusual at this stage of development. Right, like I said, you just don't leave, especially if you're an executive. Like, we've seen plenty of studios where executives will stay there, they'll blame everybody else, and then they'll fire them. Right, like they'll fire them and then they'll take all the money, you know, get their bonuses at the end of the year and stuff. Like, just stupid. To make the situation even more controversial, both exits occur 1 week after the studio's co-CEO, Mark Gerhardt, suggested that there is an active campaign against the game, which, again, I don't think anybody's actually campaigning against this game. Fueling negative comments online. Mark's theory surfaced following the release of game previews in which many users who tested Mind's Eye stated that delaying the launch might be the best option to ensure a higher level of polish. Recently, Leslie Benzies, the mastermind behind Mind's Eye and a former producer to GTA, spoke about the game's campaign length. According to Leslie, the story can be completed in around 20 hours. Hey, clap, clap, clap. I don't want to play a long game. While this may seem short to some, he assured the studio plans to add more content. Yeah, because again, we already saw that in the preview when they were showing gameplay. This game is going to be more of a live service game. They're going to be adding more things. Here they have an entire roadmap, so yeah, so they're going to be adding more things, but I'm happy about the main story. The base story being 20 hours, I'm cool with that. You know, I love these shorter games. Like, I'm not complaining one bit. So but yeah, this game comes out next week. It comes out on the 10th, and the 10th is yeah, the 10th is next Tuesday, so literally next week. So man, but not good though. Not good for this game. Oof, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very rough for them, man. But I still wish them the best, because I want to play it. I'm still gonna play it, but it's a huge red flag right now. Huge red flag on this game. All right, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We finally seen a side-by-side on what this game looks like on the Nintendo Switch 2. And fans are happy. This is how the game should have ran and looked in the first place. This is how it should have ran and looked in the first place. Let's see this real quick. Oh, it's a little blurry because it's on Twitter, but that's how it looked to play it on the Steam Deck, by the way. So all the people on the Steam Deck when they got this game and bought it on there, this how it looked to ran. I was like, man. But hey, man, good that at least shows and confirms, you know, for now that the Switch 2 is more powerful than the Switch 1. So that's great. Dang, Scarlet and Violet came out in 2022. Dang, it's crazy. So yeah, so that's cool, man. You get a free update if you already have the game and want to play it on the Switch 2. So it's allegedly, I know, right? Allegedly. So that's good. That's good. So yeah, we finally seen what the upgrades look like on the more powerful handheld or console, whatever you want to call it. All right, more news. Stellar Blade, the PC release is almost here, y'all. It is almost here, and as expected and as predicted, the PC modders are going crazy playing dress up with Stellar Blade. So they're already dropping the suits, already dropping the outfits. They are playing Barbie dress up, and yeah. The PC demo is out, so that's how they're doing this. The full game isn't out yet, but for just the demo, man, Nexus Mods has already started creating dresses and other mods for the game, man. So let's look at Nexus Mods for a second. None of these are lewd, or at least not here, not from the screenshots, but like this one, they made a cat suit. So got her in a cat suit there. Let's see, let's look at another one. A facial beautification mod. Like, what the heck? Y'all saying she not cute? I thought y'all thought she was cute. So a facial beautification mod, whatever that means, man. So they did that. What else y'all done did? They have God mode here. God mode, Stellar Optimizer, optimize the Stellar Blade and reduce the stun. Okay, so those are actual mods, not related to suits. Well, let's see. But here, I mean, these are cool suits though. Like, these aren't lewd. So the Zone of the Ender. This is cool. I like that. Oh, it's in the Zone Zero. Yeah, I think that's a cool mod. It's a cool suit. Yakuza. Who did this, man? You need to be banned. This is you need to be banned. Why y'all do this, bro? Who did this? This is, oh my goodness. Why, bro? Why did y'all do that? Poor Majima, man. Poor Goto. So it's not crazy right now, or at least not what they're showing here. I don't know if there's like a section for lewds or whatever, but this is what they have so far. Oh, never mind. It's hide adult content. Oh, I have to log in to view adult content. I'm not logging in, and I might get TOS, but these are the ones that are safe. These are the ones that are safe. I'm not going to show y'all the adult ones, but I can only imagine. I'm not registered. I'm not on next. But yeah. But apparently, man, that the top Stellar Blade mods are all marked adult. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I can only imagine what the adult mods look like. I can only imagine what the adult mods look like. But yeah, they're already at it. They're already at it. And the game ain't even out yet. This is just for the demo. So just imagine when the full game comes out, man, what it's gonna be like. So yeah, as expected. Here they go. They're going wild. All right, Ubisoft, man, y'all are back in the news. Why do y'all keep being back in the news? The sexual harassment case, the trial actually begins in France. It actually is starting up in France. And just to catch you all up, this is a trial against 3 former Ubisoft executives who were accused of sexual harassment, attempted sexual assault, and psychological abuse. This is a trial that began. There are 3 people that were all in court to begin the proceedings for a trial set to run through the week. During the case, 3 men and 6 women will testify about what they experienced from the 3 men. Dang, so it's men and women. Okay. During their time with the company. Back in 2020, when the allegations became public, 2020 was a wild time, bro. Not only with COVID, but that was the whole Me Too movement, bro. It was tough. They said the company will be committed to implementing profound changes across the company to improve and strengthen our workplace culture. Yeah. So, said one of the chief executive officers resigned after the allegations. According to the lawsuit, he was accused of various sexual harassment and bullying instances. Per the lawsuit, Haskut said in a meeting room with others present that he should have sex with a senior employee in order to calm her. What? You should have sex with a senior employee in order to calm them? He also allegedly asked a Muslim employee if she supported the Islamic State after the deadly attack in Paris in 2015. The same woman also had the wallpaper on a computer chained to a bacon sandwich during Ramadan. Wow. It's okay. And then there were other claims against Haskell. Patrux, a former game director, was accused of psychological harassment and was fired after the investigation. It's accused of having mimed hitting Ubisoft staff, punching walls, cracking whips near the faces of employees, and lighting a man's beard on fire. No, this you're demented. Like, what? While all these claims are serious, Francois appears to be facing the worst of them. This lawsuit alleged that between January 2012 and July 2020, the former VP of Editorial and Creative Services would play pornographic films in the open office while also regularly commenting on the appearance of Ubisoft's female employees. Imagine you going to the office and you just see porn playing. You ain't in an adult play. Like, what? Hey, yo, man, if you horny, do that on your own time, buddy. What is wrong with you, bro? It's also alleged that he forced an employee who was recently hired to do a handstand in the office while wearing a skirt. He'd also accused of tying that same female's employee to a chair, putting her in an elevator, and sending her to a different floor. What the heck, bro? What was happening, bro? What? Hello? Hey, and we're not done. This Francois dude, oh my goodness, is also being accused of attempted sexual assault in which he allegedly tried to forcibly kiss a young female employee during a Christmas party while she was being held by other employees. In the lawsuit, the woman said she managed to get free and felt traumatized. I actually remember this one. I remember this specific case there. Francois was also fired after an investigation into his behavior. And yo, man, what's going on with y'all Frenchmen, dog? Jesus. Prior to the illegal filings, investigators into the case reportedly found that a number of people refused to file any sort of complaint during due to the fear of repercussion. Man, this is stuff I don't like. Y'all gotta tell them, bro. Y'all gotta tell them, because they're just going to continue on and on and on and get more and more victims. Y'all gotta speak up, bro, immediately. All three defendants have denied the allegations against them. I don't care, bro. You lose your job, so be it. You lose your job, so be it. But hope they lose theirs too. I'll be like, I'm not going down without a fight. I'll be like, F y'all, bro. This happened for seriously. I don't care. Lose my job, but you going right with me. You're not gonna keep your job for what you did to me. Per the Guardian, Haskell's lawyer said that Surge categorically denies having harassed a single colleague. He denies any knowledge of reprehensible acts committed by collaborators at Ubisoft and did not receive any reports of this. Crazy, man. So that's that, man. But yeah, serious allegations, especially for this Francois character. Apparently Francois was really wilding. So I'm not even gonna say good luck, because who I'm gonna say good luck to? It's not the victim, the alleged victim. Let to them though. I hope y'all get justice. This stuff it's all true, man, because that stuff is sick. This stuff is sick what I just read, bro. Especially Francois.